Jobs outsourced to China have diminished American employment opportunities and have helped contribute to wage erosion since 2001. More than 3/4 of these lost jobs were in the manufacturing sector.
The negative impact of outsourcing jobs to China and other countries is eroding our customer base and it is eroding our manufacturing base.
The manufacturing industry loses millions of dollars each month in lower productivity, higher health expenses, and higher employee turnover rates as a result of extremely noisy work environments.
Noise fatigue is basically the human hearing mechanism going into overload. What causes that is high noise levels for an extended period of time. Negative consequences of noise fatigue in the workplace center around two areas, and that would be psychological and physical. Psychologically, one could experience burnout, depression, irritability, and have rare sleeping disorders as a result. Physically, headaches, ringing in the ears, it can increase blood pressure.
It has become known that a single air compressor, or multiple air compressors working together, has the highest decibel rating or noise level in a large number of work environments.
An air compressor is typically one of the noisiest pieces of equipment in the workplace. It's a large piece of equipment. It's rotating at a very high RPM and it's got a lot of moving parts. And it's also compressing, in a lot of cases, air up to 170 psi. Inherently, it's going to make a lot of noise.
EMAX, a homegrown American manufacturing business with humble beginnings, located in Southern Ohio, has a proven history and unique ability to innovate solutions to major problems in the air industry.
40 years ago, my husband worked for General Motors, and he worked in the division where they built the compressors for the air conditioning units. And I know he was very inspired by that, and he would talk about it all the time. And he said, you know what, I'd like to build my own compressors. He said, I can build a better compressor.
EMAX engineering has made great strides in reducing that RPM. That's taking away that mid to high range dBs that we often experience in the high RPM units. Then we've coupled that with our silent air technology that takes that oscillation of the intake air, which produces 80% of our low-end dBs, and combine those two, giving us an ultra-quiet compressor and long-lasting.
In the 25 years I've had it, the EMAX compressors has served me well. On an average, I've used it 20 to 25 hours a week, and it still has the original belts on it. In the last 25 years, I've just changed the air filters on it and changed the crankcase oil, and basically that's about all I've done to it. It's just been a real good compressor for me.
Engineered and manufactured in the USA, the Whisper 100 Air Silencer Industrial Air Compressor System reduces stationary compressor decibels to normal conversation levels.
We use EMAX low RPM technology combined with the Whisper 100. 80% of the noise of a piston compressor is made or generated by the intake of the compressor. So the Whisper 100 has the compressor air filters in the top of the suppression box. It has baffling that runs the air through each chamber like a maze. And as the air goes through the maze, it reduces noise the lower it gets in the box. And as it comes out the bottom, or the intake comes in, the air comes in and it suppresses the noise and makes it quiet.
We do a lot of different things here. Every car is different. We do different things to every car. There's a lot of instructions that we give on different cars, so it's important for us to go back and be able to communicate with our employees to make sure the car is getting what it needs and it's being done properly. The actual employee and employee relationship is important, so they can talk to each other to find out where they're at on each job. At the end of the day, we want to go home and not have that headache from screaming all day. The biggest difference I'm seeing, and the difference in the competitors' air compressors versus the EMAX, is that the EMAX compressor is running quieter, which is a big plus by itself. You can carry on a conversation, which is important for us because communication, again, is very important to us.
When we use our sandblast cabinet, it runs a lot. After a while, noise kind of gets to you. So I thought that the Whisper 100 would help to eliminate the annoying noise of the compressor, and it has quieted it down considerably. And it's a lot less fatiguing in the shop areas. It's helped out on hearing, and if I need to talk to one of my helpers, we can talk back and forth a little bit and don't have to holler.
The Whisper 100 air silencer compressor system can be installed and operated in all garage, farm shop, and industrial applications, therefore eliminating the need for traditionally expensive and often inadequate separate buildings or structures.
You purchase a unit, it arrives at your doorstep in a nice crate, you unbox it, you pull it out, you put it into the position in the shop that you want it, wire it, plumb it, and turn it on. It's plug and play. Unlike a lot of our competition, people are worried about, where am I going to put this noisy piece of equipment? So they go build a room. That could cost hundreds of dollars. Or they set it outside in an atmosphere that's not conducive to the operation of the compressor. In our case, put it where you want, because in actuality, it only makes as much noise as me talking to you right now.
By streaming new ideas from the marketplace to the engineering desktop, EMAX has generated on average over 10 new breakthrough air solutions each year.
At EMAX, we have spent millions of dollars in infrastructure, technology. Unlike our competitors, we think we can build a better quality product in the U.S. rather than send it overseas.
With Silent Air, it's a game changer. We have one of the quietest compressors on the market. We have the most efficient compressor on the market. And we have a warranty that's unparalleled.
For more information, visit www.emaxcompressor.com or call 866-294-4153.